Guys, before I get started with the rant, I just want to let everyone know that I will be using Plotagon for my rants and discussion videos, instead of my real-life look. Why? Because some idiot on this one toxic forum exposed my face, and I do not want any more stress on that. Not only that, but I am not very good with eye contact and talking to a camera, so I feel that it is better to just do these types of videos this way. Anyway, I am going to be doing a rant on long road trips, which this will kind of be a rant on vacations in general, but especially ones really far away from home. Why? Because my dad wants to take a trip to California either this summer, next summer, or the summer after, and he is planning on forcing me to go. Now, trips that are 8 to 10 hours long are not that bad. It's where it gets to be 2 whole days of riding in a truck where it gets to be too overwhelming for me. Now, here are the following reasons why I hate really long road trips, and have mixed feelings towards taking vacations in general. Reason 1, I get really homesick during vacations, especially ones that are halfway across the country. You see guys, I am a loner, and I am a homebody. I get pretty depressed after being away from home after a couple days. I value my own space and privacy very much. For the most part, I just want to chill at home and do my own thing, and hang out with my online friends. Now, do not get me wrong, it is good to go out and do things, and it is unhealthy to be cooped up inside 24/7, but I much prefer day trips. Overnight trips are not my cup of tea. Reason 2, I do not do very well with sleeping away from home, and with other people. I have issues with adjusting to new things, and sleeping in unfamiliar places, and especially if it is with other people, is really hard for me. Reason 3, spending 2 whole days in the truck to go to another state, and then another 2 days back leaves me feeling very sluggish, tense, and having no energy. Having to sleep in a hotel room with family doesn't help the matter. Reason 4, me and my family are constantly at each other's throats during vacations. I will tell a few stories of these incidents. They're the time where we went to Florida. I can remember 2 incidents of my family snapping at me for no reason. There was one where my brother was threatening to cyberbully me online. I tried telling my parents, but they just got mad at me and told me to shut up. Then there was another time where my brother had a bag of candy. I tried to get some, but my dad and my brother got mad at me. I talked to my mom about it when we were back home, and she blamed me too. Then there were a few incidents during the annual Marble Falls trip we took in 2016, 2017, and 2018. If I am remembering correctly, one incident was during the 2017 trip, and the 2 other incidents were during the 2018 trip. In 2017, I got concerned and a bit defensive, because my mom was telling me to try to drink stuff I do not even like. My dad did the same later that day, and my mom tattled on me to my dad. Then, there was this time in 2018. I was only trying to be reassuring about something, and my dad got angry with me and used the "not everything is about you" excuse. Like, that excuse is rude, you know. I wasn't trying to make it about me, I was only trying to be reassuring. There was another time in 2018. I had to go to the bathroom. I tried to go to the normal ones outside the RV, because the one in the RV was too small, but my mom snapped at me. Why? All because my dad was sleeping. Like, come on, if you like RV bathrooms, Mom, that is your opinion, but you should not force me to use it, when I can just use an actual, normal, bigger, better bathroom. I get that my dad was trying to sleep, but that should not interfere with me doing normal everyday stuff. It wasn't even nighttime yet, for fuck's sake. Let me tell you, I was fighting back tears after that. I am one of those people who is extremely sensitive to people yelling at me, and people getting angry with me. A lot of the times, I will cry after something like that happens. Anyway, moving on to reason 5. It can get really boring just sitting in the truck. And if you are traveling from Texas to California, that is a total of 4 days. 2 days to get California, and 2 days to get back to Texas. That is too much time. Plus, for a portion of the trip, you may not have Wi-Fi, so you cannot do it so much as browse on your phone. And reason 6, You never know when you have to go to the bathroom. You may have to go to the bathroom really bad, but the next restroom may not be available for a while. I was almost forced to go to Virginia a few years ago. It is another painfully long drive from Texas. My dad first discussed this back in August 2016, and I held off on saying something, because I knew it would cause drama. I finally told my mom that I didn't want to go in early 2017. At first, she was understanding, but a few months later, in May one morning, she finally told my dad about me not wanting to go. I remember hearing them arguing. I don't remember hearing much, but I do remember hearing my dad saying something about the RV and cooking breakfast for me. When my dad left for work that morning, I went into my mom's room. I cannot remember why, but she told me that she finally told my dad about me not wanting to go to Virginia. I panicked, because I knew what was to come, and I was dreading that very moment from August 2016. So, my mom snaps at me and gives me all of these invalid reasons to why I should be forced to go. One excuse she gave me, she told me that families should have to do stuff together. Now, do not get me wrong, I do agree with that to some extent. It is good to do things with your family. But I'm sorry, you have to be really inconsiderate to force your child to be dragged halfway across the country against their will, especially if you know that they are not cut out for major vacations like that. Besides, I was almost 19 years old, for fuck's sake. I should be able to opt out of something like that if I want to, and I should be able to make my own decisions. Seriously, parents, how the hell do you expect your children to make their own decisions when you are constantly making decisions for them? If you want your child to be independent, let them think for themselves sometimes. Then she gave another piss-poor excuse. She claimed that just because I lived under the same roof with her at the time, and my dad, that I should be forced to do this type of shit. Like, what the fuck? Just because I live with you guys, doesn't mean I should have to be dragged halfway across the country against my will, just to see your friends. That is the most piss-poor excuse I have ever heard. I was crying after that as well. Like I said earlier, I have sensory issues and anxiety, so I get really emotional when people are angry at me, or just rude in general. Thank God, the Virginia trip never happened. I just do not understand the point. If my dad gets stressed out for having to drive and get work done to prepare for vacations, and I get stressed out because I am a loner and a homebody, why does my dad even bother with planning vacations? This could be the cause of my tense relationship with my family during vacations. Now, do not get me wrong. I am not trying to talk shit about my family. I just wish they, especially my dad, were more considerate and understanding when it comes to this type of stuff. They know damn well that I hate major vacations with a burning passion, yet have still insisted on forcing me to come along. I just hope I can get through to my dad about the California trip, or at least figure something out. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.